Hola friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having such a beautiful day from wherever you are tuning in today. Here in Guadalajara, we are still in this kind of quarantine self-isolation situation, but I wanted to share with you guys a trip that we took before all this craziness happened. I shared a couple videos a while back now about our experience road tripping through Mexico into the United States. We drove from Guadalajara, Mexico to Anaheim, California in our 1994 Toyota Corolla. The whole point of the trip was really to celebrate my youngest sister turning 16, and we needed to do some border stuff anyway, so we took this opportunity. My mom and my dad knew about it, but my two sisters did not know that Jerry, the girls, and I were driving up to meet them in California. It was really just an amazing trip, and I hold it even closer to my heart now that the world is looking the way it is and future travel is just kind of unknown at this point.
Alrighty, so we just arrived, checked into our final Airbnb of the trip, as the remaining of our stays are just one night stay hotels. But we are checked in. We are going to go meet our surprise people that the girls don't know about yet, and then head to Disney. We are so excited. The girls have been waiting for so long. So we have a little bit of time to make some lunch, pack a day bag, and then head over. I have a question for you.
What? Mommy.
Girls, Lexi girl, where are we going today?
We're going to Disneyland. We're going to Disneyland today.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Let me see your nice shirts.
Hi, babies! What are you guys doing here?
I'm like crying too.
It's not even your birthday.
Growing up, Disneyland was kind of my family's go-to annual vacation. My dad has always been a crazy Disney fan. My grandma would tell us stories about how they drove to Disneyland as kids. My middle sister has taken after my dad in his footsteps and is a complete Disney fanatic. She had told me at one point that she might even disown me as a sister if I were to not invite her to the first time that I took my own kids to Disneyland. So this was really just the perfect opportunity. Girlies knocked on their hotel room door and Jenna, the birthday girl, answered the door. My parents had told her that they ordered a cake to the hotel, and so that's kind of how they got her to answer the door, I guess. And then my middle sister came in with her ugly cry and waterworks and made everybody laugh. So we wasted no time getting to the park after everybody knew that we were there and that we were spending the next 5 days together. We headed over to Disneyland, and our very first ride was Pirates of the Caribbean. We hit up that one first. The girls loved it, I think. They wanted to go back on it and they still talk about it, yet in the moment they were a little unsure of the whole pirate theme. Pooh Bear and Friends is one of my favorite rides and has became Lexi's favorite. She even wanted a Pooh Bear themed birthday a month later. So what was your favorite ride at Disneyland?
Pooh Bear.
Pooh Bear. That was a good one, hey?
Pooh Bear.
Your favorite was Pooh Bear too? Yeah?
And the pirate one was scary.
The pirate one was scary, but we rode it like 3 times. And Monsters Inc. was a really good one that the girls enjoyed, and we went on a couple times. So I had intentions on vlogging our in the Disneyland park experience. Little did I know that you actually can't take selfie sticks inside the Disney parks. So thank goodness my dad and my sister's hotel was super close to the park, just across the street, and my mom so kindly ran my tripod stick back to the hotel so they didn't throw it in the garbage. But I was a little sad about that, so I had to like old school hold my phone and try to like selfie record. On the same topic of sharing our experience, I didn't video as much as I thought I would, simply because we were really just enjoying our time together. So my mom stayed in the Airbnb with us. We're so excited to have grandma for a couple sleepovers, and my dad and sisters stayed in the Tropical Inn, which is super close to the Disney park. So in the mornings we would just drive to their hotel, paid for the parking spot there to leave the car there for the day, and then walk over to the park. Super convenient when you have small children. They were able to take a few midday breaks, hit up the pool with Papa, or have a nap with Grandma.
All right, let's do it. Bye, princess. Thank you so much, princess.
Due to being pregnant, I want to say I was around the 20-week mark at that point. There was a couple rides that I'm sure I could have went on but didn't necessarily feel comfortable. I did do Space Mountain because that is probably my all-time favorite ride. I did sit out on a couple of my favorites like Tower of Terror, which is now called something else, and the big Mickey Mouse roller coaster. So I sat those ones out this time. We did go on the giant Ferris wheel. Luxie fell asleep right before it in line. It was one of our late night rides. She woke up probably 10 minutes after we were off the ride and was like, I want to go on the Ferris wheel. I'm so excited. Got to see pictures of herself on the Ferris wheel, but the kid missed the ride.
The most magical ride, and we're riding through it in the daylight.
Boo.
Boo! Sucks, guys. Just a bunch of wires and stuff. Muffins?
Yeah, look at it in the mirror. It's a muffin.
The last time we had gone to California as a family was when my parents were in the beginning stages of getting separated. I was like 12 years old, I think. To have both of my parents on the same Disney trip was really special. They co-parent wonderfully for the most part, but it was really saying something that they could both spend the entire 5 days in the same environment, and they did it for the enjoyment of the rest of the family. And it was so amazing to have both Grandma and Papa on the same vacation. The girls had an absolute blast. My youngest sister's birthday was the Tuesday, I believe it was, before they met us in Disneyland, and my mom was celebrating her birthday on the Friday that we were there. To you. Happy birthday, dear Grandma. Happy birthday to you. We had cake, we had way too much sugar. We even got some recreation photos in of my sisters and I from the good old Disney Toontown. And I remember being there with my siblings, with my parents as a young kid, and now we had the chance to take our own girls. Disney passes were actually a Christmas gift from my dad. We wouldn't have been able to make this trip possible without the help of my dad and my parents. The weather was great, it didn't rain, it wasn't too hot. We really just did hit the jackpot with timing, with weather, with the entire layout of our vacation.
It is officially our last day at Disney. Papa and Grandma and Aunties had to catch their plane a couple hours ago. We hit 2 more rides. And now to start the long trek back to Guadalajara. Did you girls have fun? We had so much fun. Hey, girlie?
Of our journey all the way to California from Guadalajara. We had so much fun. I hold that trip incredibly close to my heart, especially now with the current global situation. So if you liked today's video, you can give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already, and I will talk to you guys next week.